All right, it says we're live, and
The world is bullshit.
the world is full of shit. Now, you said that you were trying to upload to BitChute and shit wasn't working.
Yes,
Yeah, that's a
it,
common theme. Like, I will wait for hours for a video to upload to BitChute, and it is a little bitch, which is why I actually bought a subscription to Gab, and I'm actually uploading to Gab TV as well as my YouTube backup because BitChute's not working for me. So, find me on Gab TV as well. So that's that's what Carnal's doing because Gab has I've been with Gab since the beginning. Um, so I'm actually really close with that community. So do you have a Gab account, Menagerie?
no, actually, my backup account, just as myself, not as Mike Charlie. I'm on MeWe. I got Twatter Death Road, so I'm not on Twatter anymore, ever.
Yeah.
And Parlor
Well,
would not let me sign up.
oh yeah, because they demand a phone number.
No, because they're demanding a password that will not match any of my others, and I use a sequential system, so I can't forget my password. I'll let you in on a little
Oh,
hint. I'll let you in on a hint. It's based on Fibonacci sequence, but I started with four.
okay.
Um,
All right. I'm just gonna leave that where it is.
yeah,
But I would highly recommend jumping on Gap. It's a great community. It's a great social media. But we're here to talk about Trump's brutal regime and
yes,
the horrible
the
things
death
that Trump
camp.
has done. The death camps, the fascist boots of soldiers just stomping on the innocent and the dissident. Actually, no, we're going to go over the link in the description, which is as of January 2021, Trump administration accomplishments. Um, so you want to go over this with me, or am I just going to read it out loud for everyone?
You're gonna have to read it out loud because I don't actually have the description available to me as a guest.
Well, let me fix that. Let me send it to you privately so that you have it.
Well, crap. Now I gotta go back to Discord.
No, you don't. I'm sending it to the StreamYard.
Oh,
Yeah,
private chat.
I can do that. I can
Yes,
do
you
that.
can. You can do that.
Do. All right, and there it is. So now that
There
you
we
have
go.
that, now that you have it, um, item number one: Trump administration accomplishments: unprecedented economic boom. The subtitle for this reads: Before the China virus. This is what they call COVID-19 in this official Trump document on the
Yep.
WhiteHouse.gov website. They call it the China virus. Trump is still the Chad in chief until he is no longer the Chad in chief. Before the China virus invaded our shores, we built the world's most prosperous economy. Now, for the classroom, does anyone remember what Barack Obama said about Trump's economic growth plan or his aspirations?
Wait. I want to give the students a chance to answer first.
Do we have any students in the chat, though? That is the
Well,
question.
is anybody watching yet?
I don't think they are.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and answer then. Those jobs are gone and they're never coming back. I think that's
Yeah,
exactly verbatim.
yeah. That's not only did he say the jobs are gone and they're never coming back. He also said that 4% growth is extremely optimistic and it will never happen. And what did Donnie get the job growth up to? If I can, if we can get that, because I think he
It's
got it
on
up to
the.
like,
It's right there. It's 7 million new jobs, more than 3 times government experts' projections.
all
And
right,
those were not temporary, part-time, and state-funded jobs either, which is all
yes,
that Brock ever gave us. Just saying.
indeed. Now, the second item on that is middle class family income increased more than $6,000, more than 5 times the gains during the entire previous administration. Oof. We have the unemployment rate, which reached 3.5%, the lowest in a half century.
Yeah, that's actually an asterisk there. Can we come back to that? Go, but
And
continue on.
I understand the asterisk that it's based on people looking for work instead of those out of work.
Nope.
No? Okay. Well, we'll come back to it. Achieve 40 months in a row with more job openings than job hirings. That is fantastic. More Americans reported being employed than ever, nearly 160 million. Jobless claims hit a nearly 50-year low. The number of people claiming unemployment insurance as a share of the population hit its lowest on record. Incomes rose in every single metro area in the United States for the first time in nearly 3 decades. Wow.
Yep.
This is the, yeah. So do you have any, you said that there was an asterisk on the 3.5. Would you care to expound on that?
Yeah. 3% unemployment rate is generally transitional employment. You quit one job, you take a week off, and then or a day or whatever, and then you start your new job. All right. That's transitional unemployment, and 3% is about right for average transitional unemployment. 3.5% unemployment is actually dangerously low because that means too many people are working. There's basically no unemployment.
So it is, in essence, 0% unemployment.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's fucking amazing. I'm actually,
Yeah.
I did not know that tidbit. I didn't know that that was technically zero. That's actually pretty amazing. Okay,
You you needed to pay
so
more attention in high school.
uh, dude, I don't think high school went over this shit. Like I honestly thought that would that it was technically a higher percentage of unemployment because people phase out of unemployment benefits, and that's supposedly how they rate it. But apparently, he took that into account. The number of people claiming unemployment insurance as a share of the population hit its lowest on record. That is fantastic. Um,
Yeah.
so the next, um, go on.
No, no. I said, yeah.
Okay. The next part delivered a future of greater promise and opportunity to citizens of all backgrounds. And he then lists that unemployment rates for blacks, Hispanics, Asians, Native Americans, veterans, the disabled, and those without a high school diploma reached all reached record lows. That's very impressive. Like, and we were talking about these are not jobs that are part time or uh, temporary government employment jobs. Uh, Unemployment for women hit its lowest rate in over nearly 70 years. I have to disavow that. I like women in the home, but that's my own personal bias.
Okay.
Um, Lifted nearly 7 million people off of food stamps. So not only were people getting employed, and not only is the employment rate lower, but it was enough to lift 7 million people off of government assistance.
Well, off of food stamps at least.
Yeah, off of food stamps at least. The poverty rates for blacks and Hispanics reached record lows. Income inequality. I don't know why he's put that in here, but income inequality fell for 2 straight years, and by the largest amount in over a decade. The bottom 50% of American households saw a 40% increase in net worth. Okay, how do you even do that? Like, this should be statistically impossible from everything that we're told about basic economics. Like,
Uh,
how do you raise the bottom so high so quickly?
get people back to work. That has happened before, by the way.
I believe it. I fucking
Well, I can
believe
tell
it.
you when.
Go ahead, tell me when.
World War II.
Amen. Amen to that.
Mm. The war had one positive effect. It turned our economy completely around.
Well, actually, if you look back and this is a NatSoc argument when they try to say that Hitler was some economic genius, that his unemployment rate for his nation and the wealth of Nazi Germany was on the rise. I'm like, that was a war economy. It was not sustainable. And pretty much every reference looking back to Nazi Germany uh, after the wartime period basically says, yeah, Hitler's going to fall flat on his ass if he stopped going to war. Um, but the miracle here is that Trump did it without starting a war.
He did not, if, as a matter of fact, he ended the war in Afghanistan, essentially. I mean, he handed it back to the Taliban, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there was not an increase in military activity. There was no like massive movement to get people to work for a common goal like we did in World War II. I
Hmm?
mean, we he did all of this without engaging in the military industrial complex.
Quite the
Uh,
opposite. He scaled it back. I mean,
yeah.
not hugely, but
Okay,
still,
moving
at least
on.
a
But
little bit.
but yeah, 50% of the bottom 50% of American households saw a 40% increase in their net worth. Hot
Yeah.
damn. Okay. Wages rose fast for low income and blue collar workers, a 16% pay increase. Not bad. And last on this section, African American homeownership increased from 41.7 to 46.4%. That's that's not bad. The next section reads brought jobs, factories, and industries back to the USA. Created more than 1.2 million manufacturing and construction jobs. Um, that this is the part where Barack Obama got BTFO'd saying that those jobs are gone forever. They were not gone forever. In
Apparently
fact,
not.
apparently we got at least 1.2 million of them back. Put in place policies to bring back supply chains from overseas. This is massive because it would help.
Yeah.
It puts the power base back into the United States as a nation and forces these companies to actually invest in their own citizens. small businesses, small business optimism broke a 35-year-old record in 2018. Then there's the hit record stock market numbers and record 401ks. I, I don't put much stock in the stock market, to be perfectly blunt.
Okay.
Like to me, it's to me it just seems like it's a For me, it's almost like a fiat backing system.
Well,
Does that make sense?
um, I understand what you're saying. You doesn't make sense, but okay. All
Okay,
right, that's fair enough.
that's actually fair. The Dow closed above 20,000 for the first time and topped 30,000 in 2020 under Trump's administration. And basically everything else has had repeatedly notched record highs. I don't know how that's sustainable. I don't know how that's realistic. And I am expecting a crash very, very soon. A
Oh,
big crash,
very.
by the way, especially now that Biden will soon be president.
Yeah, that,
Okay.
well, I was going to say that's where it's coming.
Rebuilding and investing in rural America. Signed an executive order on modernizing the regulatory framework for agricultural biotechnology products, which is bringing innovative new technologies to market in American farming and agriculture. Strengthen America's rural economy by investing in over 1.3 billion through the agricultural department's Reconnect program to bring high-speed broadband infrastructure to rural America.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
exactly that has to do with the I'm not sure what they he's trying to tell us this effect is, but okay,
well, in
all right.
from my perspective, this is important because you have people who are out in the boondocks who, actually remember what America is, who are now being able to have access to the internet discussion as to what America should be. That's important in my humble opinion. Um, the next section
Yeah,
achieved a record-setting economic comeback by rejecting blanket lockdowns. Oof,
yeah. Well,
pretty
there you
much.
go.
I mean, it could have been a lot worse. To be perfectly honest,
Oh, very.
the whole COVID fiasco, as bad as it has been, and it has been atrocious to everyone except the 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 big corporations and the the essentially monopolies. Um, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. Just look at England. Just look at London. They're going through what their third or fourth lockdown, and
I
it
lost
is
track.
it is murdering their economy. Um, is there any points on here that you feel you want to highlight, or should we just go to the next section?
Um, well, let me give it a quick glance over.
I found one.
No,
Uh,
I think we're good.
well, I just found one. Jobs have been recovered 23 times faster than the previous administration's recovery. After the COVID pandemic, Trump still outperformed Barack Obama's administration by a factor of 23 of 23.
Actually, I want to hit on something. Manufacturing optimism nearly doubled. Um, and like it or not, manufacturing is the economy.
Yep, that
Um,
is absolutely true.
to give you an idea, um, manufacturing optimism or lack of is why California just lost what is it, 50,000 jobs, and
Yeah.
Alameda County in particular.
What happened to Alameda County?
I believe it was Alameda County. The Tesla plant is moving to Texas.
That's what did it. Oh, did you actually hear that Elon Musk in the last couple days just passed Jeff Bezos as the richest man in the world.
Congratulations to him.
I
That
know.
that's totally irrelevant to me. Um, Congratulations to him. But yeah, I mean, he's closing his biggest factory, moving to Texas, which God knows if the workers there will be going with him or not. And yeah, they just lost. Well, it's not just that they lost 50,000 jobs. It's that they lost 50,000 taxpayers, and they may be picking up now 50,000 unemployment tabs, which means probably closer to 60,000 people who are at home, not no income now. Um, Drugs and alcohol is just going to rip through that former community, and so now they got a double down problem. Congratulations, no mandate. You really, really screwed yourself there.
And we have Violence is Life in the chat. How's it going?
Hi,
How's it
Bill.
going, Violence? Yes. So we have one person listening. But back to the accomplishments.
Yeah,
Do you want to just skip down to the next section? It's
tax relief for middle class.
yes, the horrible dictator, the horrible man, the tyrant in charge.
The tyrants. Yeah.
Tax relief for the middle class passed 3.2 trillion in historic tax relief and reformed the tax code. Oh, okay. So let's just take it from the top. A typical family of four earning 75,000 received an income tax cut of more than $2,000, slashing their tax bill in half. Wow.
Ouch.
Yeah,
So such a horrible, horrible human being.
I know. I mean, literally Caesar. Literally Caesar.
Oh no, no, Caesar was really was a good emperor. I'm thinking more Ivan the Terrible. That
Yeah,
was a
I
tyrant.
mean,
That was
I mean, yeah. My goodness. More than 6 million American workers received wage increases, bonuses, and increased benefits thanks to the tax cuts. He doubled the standard reduction, making the first 24,000 earned by a married couple completely tax-free. They doubled the child tax credit. They virtually eliminated the unfair estate tax or death tax. Oh, thank God. We don't get taxed for dying anymore, mandatory.
yeah. That was the only tax in ancient Rome. Did you know that? Okay, let's keep going. Well,
All right. Cut the business tax rate from 35% all the way down to 21%. Now, the catch-all here is that 35% for business tax back then was the highest tax rate in the developed world. And he cut it down to 21%, making us, actually competitive in a business sense. Well,
uh,
this might actually explain why Barack Obama thought that we couldn't get all the jobs back.
well, that was his plan anyway. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Yes, I encourage such thoughts on my stream. So back to business.
You ain't heard nothing
Small
yet.
businesses, small businesses can now deduct 20% of their business income. Businesses can now deduct 100% of the cost of their capital investments in the year the investment was made. So investing in your own company no longer actually penalizes you.
I was not
That
aware that that was an issue.
well, apparently it was 100% of the cost of their capital investments. Uh, that's wow. So basically, what I think this allowed them to do is say, okay, let's say you put so much money in like research and development
Yeah.
for a new product, you can deduct your that cost from your taxes. So growing your business actually helps you move along economically.
Yeah, I thought
That's
you could do that already.
no,
So
no, you couldn't do it, but now you can do it now. So wow.
very, very upset to discover this. Okay, but let's just go ahead. Yeah.
So since the passage of tax cuts, the share of total wealth held by the bottom half of households has increased, while the share of the top 1% has decreased.
As what?
Okay?
What?
So basically, um, the share of total wealth in the nation that was held by the bottom half of households has increased, while the total share of wealth held by the top 1% has slightly decreased.
Huh?
Which,
That's amazing.
yeah, it's an interesting consequence of this, providing opportunity and whatnot, having this effect. Again, this is not the effect I thought it would have, but here we are. Over 400 companies have announced bonuses, wage increases, new hires, or new investments in the United States. Over 1.5 over 1.5 trillion dollars was repatriated from to into the United States from overseas accounts. So basically, um, Trump's administration permitted companies who had investments from overseas to come back to the United States and be reinvested in the United States because they weren't going to be taxed to hell bringing it over.
Yeah, yeah. Cayman Islands was not happy about that, I'm sure.
Well, fuck the Cayman Islands.
Cayman Islands is not my first priority in life. No.
Exactly. Lower investment costs and higher capital returns led to faster growth in the middle class, real wages, and international competitiveness. And that's the key phrase here. International competitiveness is what Trump's administration has ultimately pushed. I did not know when I opened this stream that we would have this much content to talk about. I thought it was just going to be a straight up list and we could just, um, go over each broad item. But no, they got into specifics.
I
Like they
think we're gonna
got,
have to cut. I think we're just gonna have to cut this down into chapters. All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, my God. So jobs and investments are pouring into opportunity zones. Um, wow. Okay, so basically, what Trump did is he said, okay, we're going to cut out this section of a city, call it an opportunity zone, and enact the X measures. And the results of enacting these policies, opportunity zone designations have increased property values within them by 1.1%, creating an estimated 11 billion in wealth for nearly half of the opportunity zone residents who own their own home. That's that's not bad.
You're kind of
So,
roboting. I lost the spot where you're at. So
okay. Let me jump back to the stream.
okay.
And violence is life is of course chatting up the stream. So yes, the tax cuts helped us significantly, and the next section is deregulation. Um,
Now this is a big one.
it is a big one, and just the number one item off the top. is really the most common sense thing that he could have done. For every new regulation that the Congress wanted to pass, Trump forced them to cut two,
Yeah.
which is how regulation should be cut.
I'm, you cut the things that aren't working. You keep the things that are. But I got a dog in that fight myself.
Oh, we have a thought, and then they're going to bed. Uganda is now the world's shining light of freedom. Yes, 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 yes. Uganda banning Twitter is now the Holy Land. And of course, Vil says you do not know the way. No, actually, she said you do not know the day. Glory to
Do
Uganda.
you know the way?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Yes, glory to Uganda apparently for banning Twitter.
Oh, whoa.
This is
Oh, hold up. Are you telling me that this whole open the internet thing uh, it's started recently? I thought that was from years ago.
wait. The what do you mean open up the internet? Like what are you talking about
Okay.
specifically?
Uh, uh, Yesterday, I think it was. I heard something about people complaining about the hypocrisy of Twitter because Uganda had banned them and they had said something about the internet needs to be free or whatever. And
Uh
now
huh.
they're banning Donnie, and that's very hypocritical of you people, right?
Of course. Yes.
And are you now telling me that this Uganda thing happened in the last few days?
Oh yeah.
Oh ho ho ho, Jack, 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 you jack off joke. Oh
Oh
my
yeah.
God.
Uganda decided that they no longer want Twitter having any influence in their elections. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, you jack off joke.
So yes, Uganda has banned Twitter from influencing their elections, which I must applaud. I must it's pretty based. It's pretty based. I approve.
I
It
cannot believe you just said that.
what?
Correction. I cannot believe you were in a position to be able to say that. That
Exactly.
oh my God. Okay, let's just move on with Donnie's accomplishments and not Jack's raging psychopathic hypocrisy.
All right. Do me a favor. Why don't you continue reading this while I entertain chat and we talk about the current events.
Where did you leave off?
I left off on the 2 for 1 for regulation
Okay,
guts.
okay, okay. I'm on it. Provided the average American household with an extra $3,100 per year, reduce the direct cost of regulatory compliance by 50 billion and will reduce additional costs by 50 billion in fiscal year 2020 alone.
Okay,
Remove
so hang
nearly
on. This tyrant is like cutting down our is cutting down our costs.
yes,
I mean, what a jack off! How dare he cut our living expenses? How dare he?
no, regulatory compliance.
Oh, okay. So you mean businesses are more okay?
Yeah,
He's basically letting the little guy start their own business because there's no more bullshit to comply with.
well, it's kind of every time um a company does a thing, they have to
Uh
go through
huh.
the regulatory process. Like my old job, I was a guard at a factory, right? So every time they have a new client, the guard company, They would actually have to go through the site and see what do we need. Well, this is a factory, so we might need hard hats. We might need safety vests. We might need um for equipment, unusual equipment. Um, what was the other big one? I can't remember now. But anyway,
So
so
basically, Trump is OSHA's worst enemy.
well, it's not just OSHA. All right, let's hold on to our hats a little bit. The way he did this, yeah, you do have to go through once and figure out what you need. All right, but you don't have to do it every year and do a full inspection and make sure all of this equipment is still there because it's
Yeah.
going to be there. Nobody ever fucking used the vest. Correction. There was one guy who used his safety vest, but he went out and bought his own safety vest because ours didn't match his standards. Me, I didn't even remember where it was after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. After 2 weeks, I was, oh yeah, there's a vest around here somewhere.
Wow.
Um, yeah, because John would always get on my case. You got to wear the safety vest. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll get it. Don't worry. I got to get the paperwork started to start my day.
Wow.
Um, I, I did. I forgot where it was. And after a couple months, he quit fighting. Um, so yeah, and uh, regulatory compliance means a lot of different things. I mean, like not having to do an inspection every year for a
You know
piece of
what?
equipment that's going to
Mandatory.
be there. Yeah,
Mandatory. You know what? Just looking back at this massive accomplishments from Donald Trump, just
yeah,
read like not the tiny highlights, but the larger
bolded.
yes.
Yeah. So okay, all right. Oh my God, I'm looking at the scroll bar indicator, and I see
Uh-huh.
why.
Yeah,
Holy sh!
it's like a mile, like it's literally a mile long.
Holy. Okay. Massive deregulation ended the regulatory assault on American businesses and workers. Um, I'm gonna like pick two, right? That look like they're the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
Successfully rolled back burdensome regulatory overreach. Uh, oh, okay. Rescinded the previous administration's affirmatively furthering fair housing rule, which would have abolished zoning for single family housing to build low income federally subsidized apartments. I really want to talk about that one later. You got pen and paper
Okay.
handy?
Uh, no, but I can
Okay,
get
well,
some.
we'll just have to remember. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, okay. Americans now have more money in their pockets. Deregulation has an especially beneficial impact on low income Americans who pay a much higher share of their income for overregulation. That is a provable fact. Okay, moving on. Fair and reciprocal trade.
Yeah. So basically, no more getting ripped off in trade deals.
Oh,
Just
it's
to
it's a lot worse than just that. Secured historic trade deals to defend American workers. Immediately withdrew from the job-killing Trans-Pacific Partnership. That's the China deal.
yep.
All right,
So
we
he
were
got us.
sending all of what?
Yeah, we got out of China's clutches where we were essentially giving them free shit.
Well, that too. But worse still. And this started really with Clinton administration. I remember that
Yeah.
because there
Yeah, I
weren't
know.
really factories in China back then that were involved in US trade at least. We shipped all of our factories over there because it would put the Chinese to work and would reduce the probability that we'd have an unfortunate uh, an unpleasant event because they were busy working and they wouldn't want to shoot at us. They're trading with us. And here they turn around and just kept building and building and building and taking more and more of our factories.
Yeah.
And then they told the ship to turn around mid Pacific and bring those supplies back. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. So we haven't really broken a dent in this fucking list at all, have we?
no, we haven't. We're not going
Okay.
to.
No, we're not. Let's just cut our losses while we're ahead. Anyways,
One more,
so
one more.
okay, one more, just one more.
But let me pick one.
All right.
Um, oh, okay, good. Here we go. American energy independence unleashed America's oil and natural gas potential.
Nice.
We became uh, a net energy exporter for the first time in basically a century.
Yeah.
It says first time in 70 years. No, that's because of World War II. But for the war, we would have still been not exporting at the very least.
Okay. So what of Trump's accomplishments that we haven't gotten to yet, that we haven't seen on this list, is one of your favorites?
My favorites.
Yes, your favorites.
What is it?
No. I mean, like, of
Oh,
all of the things that Trump has done in his administration the last 4 years, what is something we haven't read yet that is one of the things that you will remember Trump being famous for?
um, well, actually, I'm going to go the exact opposite route. There is something he did that I just cannot condone and support and in any way be happy with.
Okay.
His support for the Second Amendment was atrocious. It wasn't as
I
bad
agree.
as some, but like the bump stock ban.
The bump stock ban was definitely a tick against Donald Trump.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's not what. Do you know what a bump stock is?
yes, I do know what a bump stock is. It it's nothing. Like it why would you ban a bump stock?
Do you know what it is? Do you know how they work?
I know conceptually how they work. I've never used one.
I have,
Okay,
believe it or not.
so
I owned one for about 3 days before we did a destruction test on it.
okay, so
Um,
how do they work? Since you've actually handled one.
okay. First of all, you know what the stock of a rifle is, right?
Yeah, it isn't it the back of the rifle?
The usually well the wood or plastic or something part that um you butt up into your
Yeah.
shoulder. Um, and it can incorporate the grip mechanism. All right.
Okay.
So, and you know what recoil of a firearm is, right?
Yes, recoil is the thing that, when you pull the
Oh,
trigger, recoil is the thing that bites your shoulder.
bites your shoulder or causes the weapon to push back towards you. What a bump stock
Yes.
does is it's a type of stock that will allow a long arm to recoil. Well, I think mine was about an inch and a half. Is where we measured it, but I didn't actually measure it. So, but anyway, it'll allow the gun to recoil back, and your finger rests on basically a little shelf. Your finger is holding still. Now, if it backs when it recoils, it backs away from your finger, which causes the trigger to reset because it's the same thing as releasing the trigger,
Hmm.
but it will just sit there until you actually push the gun back forward. Yeah, you follow me so far?
Okay.
Okay. Um, and if you really hold it, try and hold it out and hold it hard, the gun will bounce back and forth in your shoulder. The trigger's resetting, and it's basically a pump action. It turns your semi-auto rifle into a pump action rifle. Just a very fast pump action rifle.
Okay. That's actually pretty awesome. I have
Um, okay.
I
You know,
don't know why
I thought
such
it
a
was
thing is
stupid.
banned.
I thought it was stupid myself. Um, well, now there's a few things about bump stocks that are kind of important. First of all, there were five types of bump stocks that went before the ATF. Two
Oh,
were
good lord.
denied.
Okay.
Two were denied. One used an electric system to bring the gun back into battery, and they said no, that makes it an automatic. Okay,
All
I'm
right.
with them. I'm right there. The other one used a spring to bring the gun back into battery. They said no, that makes it an automatic as well. And again, I'm right there. I'm with them. They said no to that. That's fine. And the third, oh, I'm sorry, there was three that was denied. I can't remember anything about the third one. The other two did not have anything to return them to battery. Those were the two that got approved. I had one of the two. I don't even remember the name of the company, but it was the cheaper of the two. And after I did a uh, 30 round test to see just what is this thing and how does it work and why is are people talking about it now, because this was a few days after Las Vegas. um, we actually destruction tested that bitch. we
Okay.
we fired two or excuse me 100 round mags as fast as we could fill them until until it jammed.
Okay. How long did it take?
About 2,000 rounds. uh,
That's okay.
we went through, well, I know I filled the 100 round surefire mags. I filled 10 of them because one for every finger, plus the other guy filled, we were bouncing back and forth between us, so he would have filled at least another 10. And I know that there was another one that we started out with. So about 2,000 rounds. Actually,
Nice.
once it jammed, we tore it apart, and and that was not fun. But we finally got it off, and we figured out that what had happened was it bouncing around like that created friction. Friction caused the plastic basically to melt.
Okay.
So yeah,
So so you think bump stocks are what? They're redundant, they're silly, they're
they're fun.
okay.
Um, Militarily, they are completely useless. For a mass shooter, they're actually counterproductive because you got to understand what this thing is doing. So you squeeze the trigger thinking the gun's going to go bang forever, and it doesn't because you don't know what the hell you're doing. That would have
Yeah.
actually been a really strong benefit at Pulse nightclub because this guy wouldn't have known what the hell he was doing. He would have gotten one, maybe two shots, and then the gun seems to be jamming on him, and they would have all beat him to death.
So in order for a bump stock to actually be effective, you have to pretty much practice and train yourself to interact with this new mechanism in addition to the trigger.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So it okay. So this is wow. And why was it? Yeah, I didn't agree with Trump's bump stock ban either. To me, it's just like, look, Americans are making their weapons more effective. What's
Yeah.
the issue? What is the problem?
Well, here's the problem. It doesn't make them more effective. It makes them less effective, in my opinion, because you got to know
Okay.
what you're. First of all, you got to know what you're doing. And second of all, you've got to actually regulate yourself in the process. And we could not hit the same part of the target twice with that thing on. That barrel bounced, and we actually have well, we had video of the shoot. You could see
Mm-hmm.
that thing was bouncing around at least 1 inch.
Oh,
The muzzle was
okay.
bouncing at least an inch, and you can tell because the muzzle is little more than a half an inch wide, and we could see that it was from where it would start to where it would finish was a complete non-overlap area.
Yeah. A 1 inch
I don't
for
even know what that converts to as minute of angle, but Ian McCollum would be
it's it
furious.
it is a massive radius for if you're that just make that's less accurate than a shotgun.
Okay.
That is less
Actually, that
accurate
sounds
than
right.
that. Who?
That sounds right, actually.
Yeah, that is less accurate than a shotgun spread. A 1 inch variation of from when you pull the trigger to when it fires and between
No, but
shots.
between shots.
That's yeah, between shots. That's more than a shotgun spread of accuracy, which means it's not accurate at the fucking all. Like it's how do I put this? Um, Great Sky Troll, less individually useful, but a squad of bump stocks showed up. Woof. Yes. If this would basically be
Oh, hi,
spray and
troll.
pray. Yeah.
You should have told
And
me my buddy was here.
oh, if do you want to let him in?
Troll, you want in?
If he wants in, he can come in. Is he in the Discord?
No, he's not. But
Go ahead to send him the StreamYard. I don't mind.
they serve for suppression fire, but no good for hitting anything further away than you could throw a ball. Yeah. Well, no, I don't even think. I, 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 I don't even think you could get it within
Yeah.
that range. I mean, we were
Yeah. We're
missing the target entirely, really quickly.
yeah.
Either that or we were putting like 5 and 6 bullets through the same hole. Which do you think is more likely?
I think you were missing. To be perfectly honest.
I don't think we were good.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I know Bob wasn't good because he never fired a rifle in his life. Um,
Press F for Bob. Press F for Bob.
oh,
He
oh.
doesn't
Are
speak
you really
Yank.
going to go there with me, troll?
Of course. Did you just read
Oh,
his name? The answer is yes. He's going to go there with you.
I mean, I'm minutes from
Yeah.
bed is understandable, but I don't speak Yankee. That. Oh, no, that's me. It's impossible to hold for more than one shot. No, I've seen people who can put 3 round bursts within 1 minute of angle. I believe it is. It basically a 4 inch ring and do it like repeatedly. So, um, yeah, I know it's all good fun, bro.
So yeah, the bump stock ban was something that of course I disavowed. But one of the things that Trump actually did do that I was very impressed by was when he completely reworked the VA.
Oh,
Like like I'll be completely honest. Like the absolute state of the VA pre-Trump and post-Trump, fucking
I
night and
can't tell the
day.
difference.
You can't tell the difference.
I cannot tell the difference.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take your word for it. I haven't spoken with too many veterans about it, but most other like I know nearly everyone I work with is a vet closely,
Hmm.
and they say that the VA has increased their performance. I was also talking with one of the other guys in the Discord, and he was telling me about how he boy, you just jumped into a pit of vipers. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And he was
Yeah,
talking about how he was at the VA getting a shard pulled out of his eye from
I know who you're talking about.
working with metal, and so he was waiting there. But apparently, the numbers for the VA have been at like 97% approval rating for the VA since
Well, then
Trump fixed it up.
I must be that 30% that is getting told, go away and don't bother us. You're interrupting our coffee break.
That's very bizarre. You should send a complaint now while you have a chance, because these people might just go back to wanking themselves off while you come in to get a checkup.
Well, no, I actually, I don't want to talk about too much specifics, but I could be getting quite a bit of money and be able to retire, basically, because of the way I live. Um, if I could get my 100% VA rating. Problem is, their idea of helping me out was to send me a CD disc, okay, with my personnel file. All right. Not tell me what pages I needed to print out. Nobody's telling me that still. So they want me to print out 2,000 pages and send it all in. Troll is saying VA is better here, but
Yeah.
still mostly trash for older vets. But oh, I didn't know your dad was sick. You'd never said anything before.
Damn.
Oh, well, I'll say a prayer for Papa Troll. Um,
Yes.
so yeah, the and I've said it a million times. The VA depends on people like me who just we get tired of being told go talk to somebody else. We quit. It's not worth it anymore.
Well, damn.
Yep.
That was one of the things that, from what I had heard, Trump had fixed up. So
Well,
I'm glad.
uh,
I'm sorry to hear that's not the overall case.
over yeah, now you're taking one person's story. The fact that it's true is irrelevant. It's still just one anecdotal story. Um,
Yeah.
don't take that as an absolute. The guy that you were talking about with the splinter, he says he's getting a good deal out of them. Well, maybe I'm the exception to the rule because I showed up at A school once and they had to find out that I was still in the Coast Guard. They actually had to go back and do research and find out who I was because they couldn't find me in a computer.
Holy shit. And was this during Trump's administration?
No, this was
Okay.
actually during Bush's administration.
Yeah, well, the VA was still shit under Bush. Like that's part of the problem is Trump realized that the VA was basically shining the veterans on that they weren't getting the help and the treatment that they needed, and you couldn't fire them for not doing their fucking jobs. That's one of the primary things that he fixed was you can now the people working at the VA can now be held to account for their actual uh, quality of service.
I did not know
So
that.
yeah, Like there was literally a case where a VA worker had like where all they did during their work hours was watch pornography for 8 hours on government pay, and you couldn't fire them
When was that?
before Trump got in office.
A little more specific.
Uh, 2015, 2016. It actually took him a while to get these reforms in place because no one wanted to do shit about removing the bureaucrats.
I asked because government computers were supposed to be locked out from porn during the Clinton administration. Of course, during the Clinton administration, all of the asbestos was supposed to be stripped out of the buildings and ships. But, um, you know,
Mandatory, just a bit of a troll question. Do you really expect them to lock out pornography during the Clinton administration?
yes, actually, because all you had to do was put it on a blacklist. It's like a 10-minute project.
Yeah, but did we honestly expect Bill Clinton to see that through?
Well, he did for the military. And I know this because a no, not a certain seaman or petty officer, but a certain warrant officer got in trouble for that.
Ah,
Yeah, a warrant officer. Ooh. Um.
all right.
Oh, no, no, no. The warrant officer got in trouble for something else. It was the chief petty officer who got in trouble because they caught her watching porn on their. She
Her.
forgot. Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, all right. So yeah.
And it was a petty officer
Okay.
with a real job, an MK.
Oh
We
jeez.
deuced out a VA quack not long ago.
Yep.
Well, shit. If if it weren't for the quacks, the VA wouldn't have half as many doctors as they needed, and they still only have half as many as they need.
Well, and that's what's awesome is apparently because of Trump's changes to the VA, if the VA can't give you the service that you require, you can just take your bill to a regular doctor. The doctor will do it, and the government will pay the doctor.
Yeah,
The
I was actually aware of that because they've been talking about doing that for as long as I've been alive. And now they actually did something with it. So that was a
yes,
good change.
yes. So not only do we have VA accountability, we have also have when veterans have to walk away from the VA, they still get the care that they need. So that's why I really like what Trump has done with the VA in total. So I do give him credit for that.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, I'm not seeing the difference.
Eh.
But that is my experience and not necessarily a universal fact. Um, and I have to be spurgishly honest here and say a big part of it is I'm frustrated, I'm tired, I can't keep fighting this up this same hill just to be told, oh, now you got to go fight over the next hill.
Oh yeah,
So
no. Dude, I do not begrudge that at all. That's a very real thing going on, especially these days. So, anything else that you want to acknowledge President Trump's acknowledgments? Because literally the link is just a massive mile-long list of Trump's accomplishments and the
you
things that
know,
he did in 4 years.
I
And
want to
just
acknowledge something that people keep saying he didn't do, and I know damn well he did.
okay,
He was getting on COVID when it was still in China.
Yep, that's actually one of the sections is the response to the COVID-19.
Um, and another one, it's not as much, but he's also told Iran, "You're done playing these reindeer games." Um, even when everybody else was like, "Who?"
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Now, yeah, Great Sky Troll, go ahead, look in the description of this video, and you'll see the list that we're talking about, and it is immense. It is there's not a stone unturned listing Donald Trump's accomplishments, and it is a massive list. But
Yeah,
I
we
hate
couldn't go
Trump.
through it. We
I
couldn't
hate
even
Trump
read all of the chapter headings. That's how big it was.
exactly. Yeah, I hate Trump, but I very much approved his policies.
Yeah, I hate his guts too. That is a walking, talking
I mean, I
asshole.
don't know. I don't know how to separate the man from his policies. I will be open about that. Like I don't know
Okay.
how you can look at what the man does and just think that he's a piece of shit still.
Um, he was disrespectful to me and my partner.
Wait,
Windbag.
you
Yeah,
wait,
kind
hang
of.
on. You personally met the president and he was disrespectful to you and your partner.
Yes, he was rude, condescending, and disrespectful. But um, and Troll said something that I'm going to hit on. Um, he was attending a special event that he was actually in charge of. Uh, um, he's the president of Trump uh, Enterprises, something like that.
Yeah.
This is a special event for the company, and when we said we need to see your card, don't you know who I am? Yes, and we still need to see your card. And he gave us an attitude about it. He did finally hand it over.
Uh,
Um, and I'm going to tell you something else. Everybody does this at some degree, at some level, but he
uh-huh.
should have known.
Yeah,
Um,
um I'm not surprised. I'll be honest,
well,
I'm not surprised.
you know, there's a difference between liking someone and respecting them. I
Ah,
cannot tell you how many people in the Coast Guard and Marines in the Air Force either I liked them but I didn't respect them, or I respect them but off duty I don't even talk to you. You don't exist to me.
yeah.
From libo to muster, you don't exist to me. And then
I
there's people
understand that.
that I love this guy. He's a great guy, but god damn, I wouldn't share a foxhole with him.
Yep. There are too many of the latter. Far too many.
I have to admit, I'm kind of spoiled. The latter was relatively few, and none of them were the former Marines. But previous, there was a lot. If I have to pick somebody for my foxhole, it's going to be the asshole. And god damn it, just shut up. Don't want to hear your story about growing up in wherever.
I don't know, but isn't there a point where if you have to rely on someone so incredibly for so long, I don't know, but maybe it's just my personality type. If I have to rely on someone that intensely for and
I,
rely on them.
I
Uh,
got to interrupt you for a second.
Go ahead.
Troll, thank you for telling me about that. Um, and Carnal. Carn, we're gonna have to start a campaign to beat some stupid out of YouTube. Troll is
Really,
telling us that the notification was 20 minutes late.
I'm not fucking surprised, man.
They
Like
did that to
that's
me with Yoko today. She was 30 minutes into her live stream when I actually had to go to her channel to find it.
oh,
I
I'm
didn't
not
know she
surprised at all.
was.
No, I'm dude. Like the suppression of people who are right wing is very real. It's something we should be shocked by. And I'll be honest, we do need to start looking for other alternatives. That's why I looked into BitChute. I'm looking into Gab. I'm actually liking Gab TV. Um, no, we do need to start looking for other places to call home that will treat us more fairly. That's just the reality of this, and um, that's where we're at, man. Like
I'm
we are.
shocked to discover gambling in this establishment.
Yes.
You
So
know that line?
actually, no, I don't know where that's from. Enlighten me.
Casablanca. The 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 German major turns to the local chief of police and says, "I want this place closed immediately." The chief says, "Why? I have no grounds." He says, "I don't care. I want it closed now." The major turns, storms on out. The chief starts blowing on his whistle and says, "Everybody out of here immediately." Rick walks up and says, "Hey, why are you closing me down?" And the chief says, "I'm shocked to discover gambling in this establishment." And then one of the maitre d's walks up and says, "You're winning, sir." "Oh, thank you very much. Now everybody out immediately."
Okay.
That scene should be
Nice.
that scene and um, God damn it, was just on tonight. Oxbow incident should be required watching in high school.
Yeah. Apparently, yes. How can we be shocked by tech covering for tech? And Bebo's like, we need one with live. Guys, I'm doing the best with what I can. As
Yeah.
far as like live streaming platforms, I think YouTube is probably the best option for right now,
Or the least bad.
or the least bad. Disavowed. We should move to brand new tube. Uh, who the fuck is brand new tube? Because BitChute doesn't allow streaming.
Yeah.
There's D Live, which I'm not sure I can link up my
Oh,
StreamYards to.
oh. How well do you know your Transformers?
Which trans? Okay, are we talking about
Toy line.
electronic transform? What?
Toy line from the
Toy
80s.
line?
Yes, I know
Oh,
you're old
got
enough.
it. Okay, got it. Hang
The
on.
cassette,
Yes, the
the
cassette.
jackhammer, the
Okay,
jackhammer.
got it. Okay.
Remember? Because I don't think we can say that name on YouTube yet. Oh fuck! I was sending it in. What the hell's wrong with me?
I don't know. Why are we bringing up Transformers?
Check the
Hello?
check the private. Check the private chat.
Check the private chat.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
More than meets the eye. Sorry. Oh shit! I'm in here by myself now. Um. Oh,
God
he's
damn it.
back. Good.
God damn it. Look,
Um,
I hit the if you go to check the private chat and you hit the wrong thing getting back to the stream, it gets pretty messy. So there is that.
that's true.
Um, so look, I actually tried. We can say Rumble on fucking stream, dude. Let's not.
We can.
We
You
can.
sure?
We're about an hour 15 in. We better be. I'm just saying it. Um, if they go an hour and 15 minutes in just to find that I said Rumble, bite me. Um,
Um, okay. Well, you remember what happened to the time you joined me on mine, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I,
i-
I
if this one gets yeeted, you can't blame me.
I'm not blaming nobody for when my shit gets heated. I don't
Okay.
think we still have guys wanking off.
Did that happen, didn't it?
That did happen.
And they
They
didn't even
want
have anything to show.
no. They tried to show off their Hunter Biden status and failed miserably. It was rather sad. Very sad, very tragic. Um, so I don't know what they're taking off, putting on YouTube. It's
Neither do they, but anyway.
exactly, but no, it's Rumble. I'm not. Rumble is like I don't know, like Rumble. There's no interconnection between Rumble. Um,
And they don't have a live stream.
no, no, they don't. Now I do like D Live. I'm not morally opposed to D Live. Um, so here's my thing: is I'm putting all my chips into Gab. I like Andrew
Okay.
Torba. I like what he's built. I've been with Torba since October of 2016. And if Torba says, "Look, I'm building my own
Night
YouTube,"
Troll.
good night, man. Have a
Sorry, go
good
ahead.
night. So anyway, but no, Andrew Torba has built his shit from the ground up, and the only way for them to unplug it is if they get the FBI to fucking say you no longer have access to the internet. And so you know, it would literally take government action to shut Gab down, and Gab has really done their best to build the infrastructure to be safe, to be self-reliant, self-contained, and consumer driven. So I'm really I'm on board the Gab train right now. So that's where I'm going to go with this. So
Okay.
uh,
I I'm waiting until I see one that can actually stand the test of time because I mean Parlor could not stand the test of time. Gab hasn't proven it to me yet. And you have to understand I got to transition 4 years of work over. I don't want to be doing that every 6 months. I've
oh no,
seen
I get it,
six or
and
seven go under.
yeah, but here's the thing, man. Gab has been doing this since 2016.
Oh, oh, 4 years. Wow.
Well, in those 4 years, they have been deplatformed from uh, Amazon servers. They've been deplatformed from payment processors. They've been deplatformed from the. They've made their own email service. They've made their own browsers. They've literally rebuilt their side of the internet from the ground up. So if
That's a
anyone's
good
going to
sign.
survive this shit, if anyone's going to survive this whole censorship wave, it's going to be Gab, because either everyone's going to try and start up their own thing and repeat Gab's mistakes and learn Gab's old lessons, or they try to do exactly what Gab's doing, and Gab has 4 years of infrastructure and development under their belt. So I don't know who else who's honestly on our side who's not, a big tech corporatist. Um, Anyone who's not part of that team trying to jump on has just had their bar of entry raised to Gab like levels of investment, and I don't see anyone else with the cojones to or the funding to do it.
I have a dumb question.
All right, go ahead.
Why is disavowed in the chat rather than in the stream?
That is a very good question. Why
Because
are
he knows
you
how to
in
get
the
in here.
chat? Why are you in the chat and not in the stream, Bebo? Get the fuck in here. What are you doing? Seriously. What are you doing with your life right now that you cannot be on my stream? Seriously, disavowed. Get the fuck on here now. Because apparently you got some words about moving to this new bread tube.
Please bear with the feedback for a second. Do, 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 do. Oh, okay.
So yeah, there's a 10-second delay on the on the YouTube side. So we'll oh, he's jumping on. Awesome.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Whoops. The fuck? No.
I'll
What?
get him. I will get
There we
him on,
go.
and then we'll start asking him what his favorite Trump accomplishment is.
Okay, there we go. Oh, well, he said lol, okay, while I was trying to get to the stream on the YouTube side to see if maybe he had quit. And it was just you and me
Oh,
jerking off in here. Um,
apparently there are
apparently
like
he
two.
hadn't.
Apparently there are two people still watching this fantastic shit show.
I think I'm one of them.
Oh, okay. Well, you are now. I see you right now. It popped up to 3.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I know who the third is. Hot. So how's it going, Alex? Alex?
Oh, hi, Alex.
Alex does still have an invitation to my Discord server, but he doesn't come on anymore. Why is this? And we have Bebo.
What's up, man?
How's
Hi,
that,
Beeb.
man?
Yeah.
So, Bebo, what is your favorite Donald Trump accomplishment for the last 2 years or for the last 4 years?
January 6th, man.
Oh, you're trying to get it Card in trouble. Whoa.
you, you know,
I voted for Trump to try to burn down the system. So, I mean,
well, hey,
He kind of
you,
did.
you know what? Mazel tov. That's all I had to say to that. Mazel tov. Mazel fucking tov to Donald Trump for essentially burning down this.
Don't you
Dude,
mean Molotov?
no, I
oh,
said mazel tov.
Molotov would be bad.
I said mazel
You
tov,
wanted it burned to the ground,
you
Bebo.
goddamn Bolshevik. I said mazel tov.
Well, I would prefer the system, not actually the, but, you got
Well,
to
I
take what
mean,
you can get, I guess.
if the legacy of Donald Trump is nothing more than the Democrats having to have the military protect their asses
Mm.
to the point that they are on like lock the
God.
our Congress is literally on lockdown. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. They put a wall up and have a bunch of people with guns.
I know. It's like, could we not
Yeah.
get this level of enthusiasm down at the southern border? We know you bitches can do it now.
What's great
Yeah.
is though they all are unloaded. Like they got the picture of all these National Guardsmen with their rifles and stuff, and there's no magazines in them. You know.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I thought that was a rumor. I thought
No,
that was a spurious rumor that people were
well,
telling just to make them look bad.
no. From what I saw, it looks legit.
Oh,
Well, we actually have like insider knowledge from a source I'm not going to reveal, and I am there is a contingent of the National Guard there. Nothing shocking there, but also apparently there are. Let me see if I can pull this up. Give me 1 second. Do. Wait for Discord to pull up.
AC-130s.
Not just that. Not just that. Do.
Which doesn't even make any sense. AC-130 is not the tool for that mission, but
Hang on.
apparently somebody thought it
Well,
was.
yes, and apparently there are quick reaction forces numbering in whole companies. The air assets are not fighter interceptors, but gunships. The EC-130s
Dang.
with AWACS, which for those who don't know, AWACS are used to intercept telecoms, emails, cell phone, and text messages. And
No,
I'm sitting and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, is Donald Trump not still commander in chief until the 20th?
first of all, he is.
Yeah.
Second of all,
So
AWACS is Airborne Warning and Control System. That would be oh shit. Um God damn it. My brother would know this because he was in the Air Force as opposed to a branch of the military. But JSTAR is for tracking ground targets. AWACS is for tracking air targets. EC is for electronic intercept.
okay.
So now I'm really confused by all of that.
So the question is, if Donald Trump is still in charge of the military, why is he giving Congress this level of support and accommodation? Or is something else the fuck going on? Because I don't know whether to be scared or excited. I'm a little
Well,
bit of both.
let's look at the odds. You know, I love my odd stuff. Right now on Predict It, there's a 1% chance they're saying of impeachment of Donald
Huh,
Trump by
huh.
the time the end of his first term. So I placed a bet on it that he would be impeached just for the hell of it because I bet $13 and I win 560 if I win. So, you know, what the heck? Why not take a shot?
Yeah, I don't
Um,
think I don't think he'll be impeached again.
Yeah, but that's a heck of a payout there. You know what I'm saying?
It,
realize
it
that
most
$13 converts to 20 when you cut the check, right?
What do you mean? As far as far as like what do you mean?
Yeah. When you say I'm putting $13 on it, what it really means is you're you think you're betting $13, but you're usually betting about 50% more.
I don't understand what you're saying. I don't get what you're saying on that. I placed a $13 wager, and if I win, I get $560.
all right.
That way.
Alex says he won $500 when Trump won the first time.
Yeah, I
But
won.
congrats to you, Alex.
I won too. I bet on him winning Texas. I didn't bet on him winning the whole election. So, but right now, also, will he pardon himself? They're saying it's a 40% chance of yes and 60%
Wow.
chance no. So,
Um, he can't pardon himself. Somebody's got to do that for him.
yeah. And did you guys see Comey come out today saying that Biden should pardon him?
No, I
Which
did not.
What?
that was just like it's so bizarre. Like he's like Biden should do it to heal the nation. And now
Yeah, this is.
now all the liberals are like threatening him.
Oh my gosh. this is I don't even know. I don't even know because I'm uh
Like it's
it,
I can.
I can't even believe it. Like I wake up and I read this stuff and it's like what is going on, man?
dude, like I was listening to a I think it was a Laura Ingram segment, or she's talking with Rand Paul. And I'm thinking, and they're talking about the Republican betrayal of Donald Trump, and about how Donald Trump could easily split the party and make a third a new basically Republicans 2.0, except America first and shit, which I would actually be down for.
Well,
If Trump,
Oh, no,
what's
no, no,
even
no. He would
yeah.
take a lot of Democrats with him.
exactly.
There's too many people that are just too tired of this shit, and this is ridiculous.
Well, in the same article I read on Comey, they're saying that he's considering a run for the Senate and he might run as a Republican.
What?
Yeah, I'm serious.
What?
What? No,
What?
no.
Dude,
Okay, no,
What?
no, 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 no.
dude, I'm serious. I'm
Th-
not making
This,
it up.
the, how stupid do they think we are?
No,
Like this is the kind
Evo,
of
you
shit
could not make that
that
up.
made this is the kind of shit that made us look that made us all as a nation go, Jeb Bush? Fuck that family.
I just wonder what state like he could possibly pull that off in. You know what I'm saying? Like where would he go?
I don't know,
Hawaii?
California.
Well, Utah's got Mitt, so I mean,
Oh my God. No, you know
Oh,
what?
sorry.
You know what? I'll be honest. If Mitt doesn't lose his primary, his next Republican primary, I would I'd declare shenanigans, because if you look on his social media with his
oh
constituents,
yeah,
like
I've seen it. It's like 10-1,
yeah,
100-1.
yeah, no one fucking likes that asshole anymore.
Where's the FBI?
Absolutely no one.
Is the FBI headquarters in Virginia?
Who?
Yes,
I don't know.
Quantico.
I'd imagine he'd pick one of them states close, like Pennsylvania, Virginia, something like that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm dead serious. I'm not making this up. You can look at a couple
No,
of the
no, no,
main.
Pito.
Yeah,
You can't make that up.
no.
Nobody
I think
is
Gateway
that creative.
Pundit picked up the story on him
I mean,
calling for the.
seriously, a Comey election would literally be Jeb 3.0.
Well, my thinking is like if he's trying to be a senator, like I think Comey wants bigger. If he gets, I think he might try to run for president.
I'm sorry. No, we are not this stupid.
Yes, we are.
No,
Who knows?
no. They're trying to tell us we're this stupid via election fraud, but no, we are not this stupid. We know what Comey is.
Oh
Hey,
my!
hey, check the chat. Check the chat. Check the chat.
GST
GSP.
friends. Trump should ask Enrique to step down and then run the new Proud Boy party.
Can I join that party?
I fucking endorse this shit. Make it happen.
Make the Proud Boys a political party.
Fuck yeah. Oh my
But I
God.
can't. I
Dude,
can't join that party though,
it
because of
would
the business thing.
look. I understand that, some people might be put off by this, but this is for fun. You have to
Yes.
understand that this is like Kanye's birthday party by a like 1,000-degree magnitude.
I bet you Kanye would join the Proud Boys just to get into that party.
I think he would too.
I'll put $10 on it.
Yeah, the Hill picked it up here. Yeah, the Hill just picked it up. I'm gonna share the link in the private chat. You gotta admit, when I come on, I bring some laughs with me.
Oh, please do. I need the laughs. Holy shit.
Like when I first, you should have seen me when I was reading the article on it. I was like, I'm telling my wife, she like isn't even into politics. You know, like I can't believe this crap.
Comey wants Biden to pardon
I put it in
Trump
the
to kill
private
the
chat.
country, but he's running for Congress himself. It's
No,
you
Senate.
can't make that
Senate.
up.
He's considering running for the Senate.
Okay.
The article I said. So, dude, senator. Most people that become senators and they got a big name. I mean, to me, that he's trying. He wants to be president. Is what I'm reading into it.
No. Well, he might
Okay,
think he wants to be.
we,
But
we
moving on.
I'm just going to say it right now. If Trump starts a third party because of this Republican bullshit, I will leave the Republican Party forever.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, if they
Well, I already did, so.
if they elect Comey as a Republican, like I don't even know what to say. Like,
Oh, no. You have to understand. If Trump goes third party and the Republicans let Comey the fuck in, you know what? Let Mitt Romney, Mitch McConnell, and Comey all bumfuck each other till kingdom come. The rest of us will be voting in Ted Cruz's new party with Donald Trump, because
I'm
that's where
with you.
this is headed. That's where the principled
Let's the
Trumpian
kegger.
America First people are not going to stick around the Republican Party with this bullshit. Fuck it. Bring Tulsi Gabbard into Trump's new party.
Hell yeah.
That'll
Oh,
unite the
you
country.
asshole.
Dude, I know her stances on gun control, and I fucking hate her for it. But she has a rockin' bod, and practically every centrist loves her ass. It's a PR move. Deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well,
I hate her.
at least Rand came out today and said the same thing. Like, if you guys impeach Trump, there's probably going to be a third party. So he gave them a warning at least.
Well, and I mean, maybe Trump should form a third party. Maybe that's where we're going. Maybe the pathway to unity isn't Biden or the dead GOP. Maybe it is Trump third party, unity party. Here we go.
I
Something
mean,
for you.
dude, you're gonna have to get used to freaking like Democrat rule for 20 years.
Not just 20. Carnal, I was thinking about something today.
Go ahead.
This unity thing, right? It had been bugging me for about a week or so now. Unity,
Okay.
unity. Right? I realized where I'd heard that before.
Really? Okay. Explain to me
It's
where you heard it and why it's bothering you.
it's the name of the organizational theory for the Master's Army in Fallout.
Ah, okay.
Yes, his religious, quasi-religious order is unity, and he's forcing people to take the FEV virus. I did a video on that earlier today. Actually, that went up to BitChute.
Well,
The other one?
we do have the Unity Bridge too. So
Well, look, all I'm saying is the benefits of Trump starting a third party and letting in like a few of the left center people has far more benefits than detriments. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Find a few of the left center people first. If
Huh?
you say Tulsi again, I swear to God, I'm going to slap you.
Well, no, I'm talking about people, like Dave Rubin.
Okay.
or what's that Democrat that switched to Republican too in New Jersey or something? He don't got a big name recognition, but like he came over and switched parties from Democrat to Republican. I forget his name, but
Aaron, you got any idea?
no, I don't know his name. But you guys think that could actually work, like third party? Like,
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if Trump took all of his base and said, we're going over here, fuck the GOP, it would drain not just the GOP, it would siphon enough Democratic voters to completely shake up this system once again.
You know who he needs to hire for his first hire for this new party?
All right, I'm listening.
Well, me. But after that, Brandon Straka.
I actually agree with that.
You guys like Straka?
I do.
No,
Well, no, I don't. I've never
no,
met the man.
look, I don't like him per se. I've actually met him. Like,
Yeah.
when Walkaway went to Dallas, I was on stage with them when they were attacked by Black Lives Matter. So, I've actually met him. He marched with them because my daughter wanted to meet Blair White, and we did. And yeah, I've actually met him. He's not a bad guy.
I think the black guy, the black colonel or whatever out of Texas would be good.
Yeah, and Bannon would be someone else that they would need to throw in there. I want Steve Bannon back in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, if Bannon and freaking Stone could make up, that would be great.
What the fuck is with that?
Stone claims that Bannon is a informant, basically.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So when they went to court, Stone claims that there was information basically that only Steve Bannon had. Who you remember the guy from Fault Lines? What's his name? He does
No idea.
Fault Lines, the radio show on Sputnik.
No.
I
No.
gotta look up
Darn.
his name. But he used to work for Breitbart. That guy, and that guy, he claims that guy like set up Stone with that Guccifer, right?
Yeah, that's a name I've heard of.
The Guccifer was like the connection to supposedly like Russia, right? But
Yeah.
and Stone claims that Stranahan is his name. He's on
Okay.
Fault Line Radio. He still does a show, Fault Line Radio, and he claims that guy was connected to Bannon because they both worked at Breitbart at the time, and he claims that there was information that only Stranahan and Bannon knew that was leaked to like the deep state.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
I'm not sure I buy any of it, but okay.
and here's why. The Guccifer 2.0 story broke well before Trump's actual election.
Right.
Like, Breitbart had been covering and dissecting Guccifer 2.0 like months upon months before Trump's actual nomination and election as president. And for Roger Stone to sit back and say after the election that Steve Bannon is an informant because someone else got a hold of his research, or one of Steve Bannon's old Breitbart chums had this, exclusive secret information about Guccifer 2.0. But fuck you. That was their job as journalists to get that information long before that whole shakedown.
Yeah, his
occurred.
name. I got his name. It's Lee Stranahan. He was an American journalist and broadcaster. Right now, he works for Sputnik, which is funny because now Sputnik is Russian government-controlled media, which is
That's
right.
what the name means.
So he went and worked for literally the Russians after all this fell out. So that's interesting, but yeah, I don't know where's the stuff for, but I'll share this with you too. His Wikipedia page.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not giving
dude,
Wikipedia any credence.
Honestly, there's not much you can find on Lee Stranahan. Like, he's sort of like behind the scenes guy, But right now he's doing that Fault Lines show, and it don't got a big following, but it's actually a decent show. You guys should check it out.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so he starts his new party. I'm his first hire. Brandon Struck is his second. Um, and then yeah, we start this, and Brandon will bring over all of those walkaways.
Yes,
They will come faster than the registration cards can be filled out.
pretty much.
And Karn, you're the third hire.
Yeah,
You
pretty
and me are
much.
going to fill out. We'll fill out and file registration cards for the new members.
Pretty much. I mean, so yeah, we're talking about Trump forming a new third party. I actually support this message because the more and more I think about it, the more fun and entertaining and show stopping it's going to be, and it's going to be a pain in the ass for the establishment once again. Because what are they going to say? What could they
And it's so
honestly say?
2021.
I mean,
This whole idea is so 2021 that it's like you can't
it
even.
has to happen. It has to happen. I mean, this is. Do you think Trump will listen to the My Pillow guy? What did the
Yes.
My Pillow? Okay, what did the My Pillow guy say? Because I missed this shit.
Just that he
Secession.
supports Trump.
Well, no, didn't he have something with secession like on his notepad or something? Or martial law. It was martial law. Maybe he was trying to do martial law. He was proposing. I just can't believe like the My Pillow guy is like even involved in this. It's just so strange.
You know what? If the My Pillow guy says we need to go martial law, you just might sell me on the idea. Okay, GPS friends. On a side note, I'm glad Twitter and Facebook banned Trump. Gab is a million times better. Things are finally processing better, and their features are dope.
Yeah, that's what I was originally coming in for. Like there is so many lives, video websites like right on the horizon that are going to be offering live. That what's the one I told you that brand new tube? I just found that one, right? You can go live on there, but there don't seem to be many people over there. And then I don't know if you guys have heard of Liberty Rush. It's like it's like a Facebook, like, and they got one coming out called Green Tube, and I don't know if you guys heard of eVault.
I've heard
you know what?
I've heard the name.
And this is something that I spoke with Mandatory a few minutes before. I'm sticking with Andrew Torba.
Oh, I love
Torba. Weathered the storm. He's weathered the storm. He's done his due diligence. He's built his own infrastructure. They can't take him down unless literally they get a court order and the FBI says, yeah, we're going to infringe your constitutional rights as a government agency. I have to stick with Torva because he's been through the fucking fire already. He's not a new startup. He's not relying on old infrastructure. He's not using Amazon servers. He is his own fucking thing, and he's just going to get larger.
The only thing is, for the video over there is not live, and it's $15 a month too. So,
well, you know what? I've actually considered dropping $500 to be a lifetime member.
Yeah.
That's how serious I'm about this, because Andrew Torba has done the absolute right thing at fucking nearly every turn.
Yeah, and he's paid a price. Like he hasn't gone unscathed because of this. You know what's amazing to me is Parler's backed up by that billionaire, I forget his name, right? And then Dan Bongino's on it too, right? Partner in that. And so they got more money. Parler's got more money than Gab, big name backers, but yet they can't stay online. What a joke. What a joke. That one guy, the guy from Pirate Island, you know, that like piracy website, it's what's it called? Like Pirate Island or something. But he even came out like you're embarrassing that you can't stay online. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
He's literally running a piracy website and he can stay online.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's, look, Torba has done all the work. He's persevered through 3 years, 4 years, this extreme persecution,
Yes, thank you, Alex.
and he just deserves he deserves my loyalty at this point. And I'll be honest, I've waffled on Gab. Like, I keep running back to Facebook because that's where all my friends and family are.
Yeah.
And we just need to cut that shit out. We need to realize, okay, bring your family to Gab. Just bring them over to Gab. Get it all to get them, transfer them all over, because most people don't know this, but if you're not on Gab, what you should know about Gab is that it is remarkably fucking wholesome. I can't, and I can't stress this enough. Like, it is a breath of fresh air to actually be in a internet forum where being a Christian isn't something that's actively derided on.
Mm.
Um,
So
well, I'm
did
not
they cut out
wholesome.
did they cut out a lot of the soft porn? Because when I was there originally, they would have quite a bit of soft porn over there.
Well, and did you hear that Torva banned porn altogether?
Oh no, I haven't been over there in a while.
No, he banned all of it. Like, he's just like, you know what? No, we're not having a child exposed to hardcore pornography on the internet. Do that somewhere else.
Yeah, that's my main thing with a lot of them. I don't like being on a social media and just being bombarded with porn spam. I hate it.
No, you won't find that on Gab.
Yeah.
Um,
Unfortunately, that's what Mines is basically.
Well,
is it?
I've
Let's
actually
see.
never seen that on Mines.
Oh yeah, I get hit with the. It's all soft core though. It's not like really hardcore stuff, but it's like just
Mine's is Tim Pool's project, right?
yeah. I don't know who's running things
Yeah.
over there. It's dead over there though. I don't know why they aren't picking up any action from this. I don't know if they want it honestly.
Well, to be perfectly honest, they're also up next on the chopping block. I got in the Liberalist Telegram, people are getting emails about the Google Play Store wanting to take mines down as well. So mines is on the chopping block, and the list of apps I'm able to share my content onto is getting shorter and shorter. So that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, I think it's going to be harder though because now they got these companies that are selling these cookie cutter platforms where you can open up social medias now. So it's going to be harder and harder as you go for them. It's like whack-a-mole. They're going to hit a couple and then they're going to pop up.
Well, and
Yeah.
that's why
Well,
I'm
yeah.
sticking. That's why I'm sticking with Gab. Like, and honestly, every social media that gets clout, that gets big enough, that becomes, shall we say, a threat, they just get whack-a-mole. And honestly, if they could have whacked Gab completely by now, they would have done it.
Yeah.
But they can't. Gab has removed that power from them. And because he's put in the work, and because he's able to stand on principle, I'm back in Torba.
Oh,
And
I'm with you,
I,
man. I love him. He's great.
Um,
BK, go ahead, Mandatory.
yeah. About the battle between Fascist Book and the others. It's economies of scale, and I don't see Fascist Book losing that battle until they do something to defeat themselves.
Yeah,
They are.
BitChute is amazing to me though because isn't BitChute like out of Britain or something like that?
Is it? I wouldn't know.
No. Dude, I like the traffic that BitChute has, like, in audience terms. But as a content creator, uploading videos to BitChute is
It's
fucking
horrible.
hell.
And,
It's
and
horrible.
dude, and their search engine is not the greatest either. Like it's like I search,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
good.
I know it, but it's, yeah, uploading to BitChute is a fucking pain. And
Good evening,
I,
Nick.
Yeah, good evening, Nick. And I understand what you're saying about BitChute is where it's at because of the audience and the amount of views you can get from BitChute. But they don't have live stream, and B, if Gab says that they're going to start their own YouTube equivalent, I'm gonna go there because I'm sorry, but what is to stop the UK government doing to BitChute what Facebook is trying to do to everyone else? I mean, there's
Right. So it is out the UK. I'm shocked they're not already censoring it. I'm honestly
I yeah, well, the UK did leave the EU finally, thank God. Brexit is official. It happened, and so we can thank our lucky stars for that. But Dankula was convicted in the UK for gross offense without
Who?
context. Dankula,
Who? Oh, Dink. Yeah,
yeah, Dank,
that's
and
ridiculous.
it is ridiculous. But let's not pretend that BitChute's safe.
no.
It's not safe. It's not going to be safe forever. I would much rather and prefer to trust those who have gone through the growing pains of being shut down and have worked through all of these issues. Like in order to become a member of Gab Pro, you can't use PayPal. You can't give them your credit card. You have to fill out an electronic check with your routing number and account number.
Or send it by slow mail, snail
Yeah,
mail.
yeah. Those are your options. And the fact that Torba has set these things up for them to actually exist and that people are supporting them, guys, for alt tech, Gab is the future. Like that's just where it's at. And what Mandatory said about Facebook, Fascist Book making big mistakes to bring on their downfall. Every person they censor is
Is
that
another
downfall.
mistake.
Is
Yeah.
another mistake. And
And
Rumbles in America.
Parler's, but Parler's growth was proof of that mistake.
yeah,
Twitter's lack of traffic is proof of that mistake. And
Twitter's stock is down 50%.
who is reaping the rewards of those mistakes? It's not Parler, it's Gab.
Yeah, I mean, Parlor being down right now is ridiculous. I can't believe it. Like they should have thought about this before. Like, yeah, let's go over to Amazon servers. Like, what the?
Yeah.
You know? But Parlor did have the most exponential growth in the shortest amount of time. We have to admit that.
Well, yeah, but where's that growth going to? Either those accounts who went to Parler have gone completely silent and they now have no voice at all, or they went to Gab.
Yeah, and Gab's interface has improved. I went over there a little bit ago, and it's improved a lot from the beginning. You know, everyone's on MeWe and everyone's pushing MeWe. I like MeWe, but their search system's horrible. And MeWe's liberal, man. The owner of MeWe's liberal. Like, if you go to the groups, all the groups that are tagged at the top that they're trying to push are all liberal groups.
Yeah, and
I actually got suspended on MeWe too. I'm
wait, you got to. Okay, here's the deal with Gab. Suspensions don't exist. Like there are three cardinal sins on Gab. One, you have directly incited violence on someone and you're a credible threat.
Right.
Number one. Number two, you have tried to dox someone so another person can be a credible threat to them. Three, posting pornography.
And what's amazing on MeWe is when they suspend, they don't even give you any reason. They don't tell you why. They just send you a copy of their terms of service.
Yeah, and on Gab, and the moderation style for Gab is Gab has groups where each post is supposed to fall under a certain grouping, and the community itself will report you for being a douchebag or being like violating these three basic tenets. And that's how Gab moderates. Like, Gab doesn't hire moderators.
Yeah,
They're
Parlor did
self-reported.
similar. Parlor had like their little jury thing where they voted.
Yeah, yeah, but I'll be honest. I was actually part of Parler's jury thing,
Yeah,
and I have Parler's terms of service saved somewhere on my phone. Um,
yeah.
it's
I seen you. You had one of the original members badges on
yeah,
Parlor.
yeah. I was an original member for Gab and Parler, and I'll be completely honest, guys. I preferred Gab because you could. Gab was clunky. Gab was so it had a growth process, and Parler was just too polished too fast. Like it was so suspicious, and their terms of service weren't any better than Twitter's. You have to understand that. Like the moderation style and expectation that Parler had for itself was so close to Twitter, it was terrifying. Um, so again, I'm loath to trust people who have that kind of start. So that's honestly why I'm doubling down on Gab, because A, they stand on principle, and B, they've survived. So and and not only have they survived, they're reaping the rewards. So let's just stick with what works, god damn it.
Hmm. Yeah. Have you guys heard that they took down 8con on Google and stuff like that?
What's that?
The old 8chan. You guys know what the chans are, right?
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, like it came back out as 8con or something,
Okay.
and Google and Bing and everyone, all the search, you gotta like use like Onion now to find it.
Wow. We got a comment. YouTube sent me two threatening emails over the mRNA video exposés that I uploaded with all true info that I pulled off of Pfizer's site. Okay.
Wow.
Yes, these companies will tell on themselves if you read the fine print. And, I applaud Nicholas for having gone over the fine print with his wonderful audience. That's because that's something that needs to happen. The fact that YouTube wanted to threaten you with posting content that is openly shared on the big pharma site, this is disturbing because it's not fake. It's not like they can say it's fake news. It's not like they can say, "Oh, this is conspiratorial bullshit." No, you're getting your information straight from Pfizer's site.
Yeah, well,
It
it's
should be
something
reported.
similar happened to me with death rates. I reported death rates from the CDC, right directly from the CDC, and the death rate was virtually the same over the past 2 years, and they flagged me on that too. And it was from the
Yeah.
CDC's website.
Oh
Good
God.
lord.
Yeah,
Oh, did you all see? Now this was from December, and I'll have to pull it up for y'all. It is the court case where a judge basically declared Dominion as a fraudulent system.
no, I didn't
Uh,
see that.
Okay, I'll get the third party findings if I can find them, because I have them saved on Drive. Can y'all
I
still hear me?
Yeah,
yes.
Okay, because I'll be opening the cloud shortly. If I robot, that's why.
yeah. So are you planning on getting rid of Facebook, Carnal?
Yeah, eventually I will be moving myself and my family to Gab.
Yeah. Mandatory. You're on Facebook too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am too,
I'm,
but like I think they're gonna axe me soon. Like I've had like 30 suspensions.
I'm in
All
fascist
right.
book prison right now.
If you
I'm in
if you
till.
click if y'all click the link below, that is a PDF from a third party forensic analysis of Dominion Smartmatic systems.
Okay.
If anyone ever tells you that there is no evidence of election fraud, show them that fucking link.
Oh, now I want it.
Show
'Cause I
them
know
that
exactly.
shit because
It, do,
a judge in Michigan went over this evidence and said, okay, it is clear that Smartmatic is designed for
is that the
fraud.
county where they flipped it? That's the county where they flipped it?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, it originally was Biden. The whole county went for Biden, and then they flipped it and they checked all the machines, and it ended up being Trump.
Allied
Yeah.
Security Operations Group.
Correct. That is the third party who investigated and forensically analyzed the Smartmatic Dominion machines.
Do you believe, though, that people that believe there is no evidence whatsoever for election fraud can read?
No, apparently not.
Apparently not, because I have people like screaming screaming at me in comment sections, going, "This is there's no evidence. All of the court cases were dropped. There wasn't sufficient evidence." I'm like, if you don't have a court case, you can't introduce all of the evidence, dumbass. You kind of have to have the case first.
Right.
You don't just you don't just blow your load on the judge in pre-trial. You actually have to have a fucking trial.
Well, that's why I was shocked they didn't hear the Supreme Court didn't hear the Texas case. Like, with 20 states signed up, you think they'd at least hear it.
No, because there are secret combinations afoot, Bebo.
Oh,
There are
I know.
secret combinations afoot.
But it's insane. It's like what, they're too busy? Come on, their schedule's too packed.
Oh,
Yeah.
it would have influenced it. According to Chief Justice Roberts, there would be riots. Well, instead of a riot, we stormed the goddamn Capitol. How's that for you not taking the fucking case?
Yeah, that's not good either.
Well, it is what it is.
And he did
So,
it to himself.
yes,
That's the beauty of it. Is
and
he did it entirely to himself.
exactly. And here's the thing, and I've said this before. I'll say it again. If they had taken the Texas case, Capitol Hill would have never happened.
Yeah.
I agree.
Either way that case was resolved, whether we found sufficient enough evidence for voter fraud that Donald Trump was claiming, or whether we did not, if they had simply taken the fucking case, Capitol Hill would have never happened.
I also think it would have never happened if they would have been harder on the riots earlier in the year.
Yes.
I think they sort of gave the green light on everything by allowing those riots. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, and for every American that they want to punish for, mirroring the behavior that they tolerated for the last summer, all you're going to do is piss us off more.
Yeah.
And here's the beautiful thing. Here's the far more beautiful thing about that. So Americans want to peacefully protest, mind you, but the person who is put in charge of domestic terrorism for the Department of Homeland Security is Eric Stilwell.
Yeah, I see that. That was appointed by Pelosi, right?
Yeah, Pelosi appointed the man who is on record for fucking a Chinese spy
Yeah.
and put him in charge and put him in charge of essentially declaring all Americans as domestic terrorists because they don't want to become communists anymore.
And well, you remember the other big one he did long before the Chinese spy thing, right?
No, I don't. Tell me.
Literally said we have to nuke all these people that are what can you do against the US government? We have nukes, in reference to Second Amendment advocates.
Okay.
He's literally talking about nuking Americans, and now he's in charge of picking and choosing who's the domestic terrorists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these people have the goal. They put a story out about the Parlor guy the other day, the CEO of Parlor. He supposedly married a Russian. His wife's like Russian, right? And they have the gall to put stories out like that about people.
Okay, what is your wife going to blackmail you for?
I don't know. Who knows?
Look at what he did to me. You're his wife. It's kind of what he's supposed to do.
You know what else I found interesting too? Pelosi appointed someone in Congress to be the head of the impeachment, right? And
Uh-huh.
and I think it was a Republican. I was reading the article the other day. She picked
Oh,
a
yeah. She picked Liz Cheney, and guess who
What?
decided to applaud the bravery of Liz Cheney?
who knows?
Dan Crenshaw.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Fuck that cunt.
Oh.
Fuck him. Fuck him right through the eye patch.
Dude, I thought it was a guy though. I swear I was reading. Let me try to find that.
Oh.
What?
But Liz Cheney is something though. Joke.
Yeah, he applauded her for her brave and convicted stance in impeaching Donald Trump. Get the fuck out of here.
I know, it's horrible. Like if anything, Bush, out of all of our presidents in our lifetime, Bush is the most deserving of impeachment as far as I'm concerned.
Oh no. No. Barack Obama.
Well,
He's
he's
never
Yeah.
even been allowed to run, but he should have been seriously not just impeached, but shown suitable backstop afterwards.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Here's the impeachment managers that she appointed. Right here. Hold on. All these freaking ads popping up. Jamie Raskin of Maryland. Diane DeGotti. David Cecilia. One of the Castros from Texas.
Who?
You know the twins, the Castro brothers. One of them ran for president. They're two.
They're Republicans?
No, they're Dems. Eric
Okay.
Swalwell isn't he? No,
He's a Dem.
he's a Dem.
Yeah, he's a
Very.
Dem.
Ted Leo.
Oh my, he's out of prison?
I don't know who that is.
That's the guy who was convicted of gun running
Yeah,
after running on a gun control campaign.
I'm not shocked.
Yeah.
but they're all a bunch of nobodies. I never heard of any of these people.
Yeah, in terms of presidents who should be impeached, both Bushes get it. Clinton gets it. Obama gets it.
Wow.
Yeah, they all fucking get it. All of them.
Well, if you look at it, those are the people lining up that are against Trump. All those people.
Yeah. So I really think we should go third party, and I think we should all go to Gab, talk our shit, do whatever we want to do there, and literally start a new third Trump party, because it will completely eclipse the Republicans. It'll swing over some of the Democrats. We'll have in Straka. We'll have Tulsi Gabbard. We'll have pretty much anyone with a sane mind. I mean, look.
Wait, hold up. You just put Tulsi Gabbard in the same category as people with sane minds.
Look, I don't have to agree with you to think that you are absolutely 100% sane.
Okay. What's that got to do with my objection?
Okay. Is Tulsi Gabbard intrinsically unprincipled and unapproachable
Yes.
in terms of discussing policy?
Yes.
Really?
Just because
Honestly?
she got a couple right, it's a broken clock, okay?
All right, fine. I will concede the point.
I'm sorry.
Okay, is
She doesn't
Tulsi
get to hide
actually
behind.
is
She,
Tulsi actually a democratic socialist though?
um,
I never got that
yeah.
impression.
You don't get to hide behind the uniform, by the way. All
No,
right.
no, I'm
Literally, Benedict Arnold wore the
dude.
uniform too.
I have said
Then,
nothing about her veteran status. So help me God.
okay, good.
But I literally just ranted about Den fucking Crenshaw.
Yeah. No, you did. So you're not hiding. You're not hiding that one
What I
behind
love
that one.
what I love about Crenshaw is though he likes to walk that typewriter. He came out like against impeachment. You get what I'm saying? Like this guy.
No,
Yeah.
fuck him. Fuck him. He's dead to me.
I just don't get. I don't get who he's trying to form as his base. I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is.
Maybe it'll be like Crenshaw Comey 2024 or something.
Oh fuck me, no. You know what? Michael Flynn
That's not
and
even
Steve
fucking
Bannon.
funny, dude.
No, 2024. General Flynn and Steve Bannon.
Hey, I want to go completely crazy. I'm Flynn Wood.
No. We can do better. We can do better. We can do. We can, dude. Okay, Kanye and Lynn Wood.
Oh my lord!
No. Oh God.
Kanye is president and put Lynn Wood as VP.
Did you see that? Did you see that one judge booted him from that case, saying he's not competent or not showing the proper morals to represent? He was on some case. I forget which case it was, but he just got booted from a case because of his basically social media.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay, you
Wow.
got no. You are not.
Wow.
Okay,
Fucking wow.
that judge needs to get fucking recalled.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
If you cannot kick an American citizen out of the courtroom to exercise their rights or exercise the rights of others on their behalf because you disagree with their social media. Fuck you.
Yeah,
You
I was
should be
arguing with the
recalled.
guy about it. Like, he's like, "Oh, you gotta stand to bar standards and stuff," and I'm like, "Dude, man, I know lawyers that have freaking cocaine possession charges and they got their freaking license back."
Including the mayor of DC.
Like,
Or
are you?
former mayor of DC.
Oh my god.
No, I'm
Oh
not
my.
joking.
I
These
believe you. It's fucking DC.
these people want to treat free speech worse than smoking crack cocaine.
Hey, don't say that in front of the Lulbertarians. They love their cocaine.
Well, I mean,
All libertarians.
it's like the internet right now. They're coming after free speech harder than pornography. Have you guys ever went to that Omegle site? You ever seen that where they just give you
Never
random
heard of.
people?
Dude,
They just give you random people to chat to.
dude. There are legit people who think that pornography is unironically free speech.
Well,
It is.
if you're gonna allow that to be so free, then you gotta allow free speech. You know what I'm saying?
But they don't, and that's the Gab meme. That is the meme on Gab that is so popular. On Gab, you have free speech. You can say whatever you want. There is no pornography. On
Here's
Twitter, there is a shit ton of pornography, but no free speech.
Here's the new degenerate site now. It's called Chat or Bait. Chatterbait. And it's like you can do pornography while you're talking.
Yeah.
Live.
No, it's a live stream, interactive. I used to know about this because I had the Pornhub channel. Oh, and they were always advertising on my channel for some reason. It's a webcam girl.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's
yeah.
worse than that. You can literally sit there and talk. You can invite other people in on the cameras. But that's allowed. But Donald Trump's not allowed to have Twitter.
Yeah.
Think about this. O.J. Simpson still has his Twitter.
Does he?
Yeah,
There is somebody who actually needs to be off Twitter.
yeah. I mean, I mean, I guess you
You
could make.
got real problems. You don't
I
need Twitter.
I guess you could make the argument he's
Oh my God.
mostly peaceful, like the protesters. He's mostly peaceful. He's only
He's mostly peaceful.
90% of that one incident in his life. He just lost.
Dude, my dudes, I would pay money to see OJ's interactions with Gab if he ever made an account. Because my God, he would get trolled so fucking hard.
Dude, what's absolutely more disgusting is the guy's almost got 1 million Twitter followers. It's like, what the frick?
Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
not shocked.
And
I'm
and
not shocked.
and most of his tweets are like him eating at fine dining establishments and freaking playing golf all day.
You still haven't answered my question. How does he
Okay.
have any followers on Twitter, first of all? Second of all, how many? Almost 1 million?
Yeah, he's almost to 1 million. And he only started it when he got out of jail the second time. Yeah, he's on.
The second time, mind you.
Where he decided to go rob people for his his sports memorabilia. Like, like he couldn't
All
just
right. Gentlemen, it has been fun. We could do this for like another 2 hours if we wanted to, but I must attend to other things.
Okay.
And this
I need
is
a cigarette
good point
anyway.
this
All right.
is a good point to
see
stop.
you guys on Chatterbait later.
Degenerate.
Oh, probably not.
Bye.
All right, good night.
Night.